open things up on the broadcast. Let's get to know national champion and senior for Oklahoma, Audrey Davis.
KJ actually asked me before season started last year if I wanted to take a fifth year. So I knew before the entire season even started that I was going to come back. I took a few weeks to think about it and talk to the other fifth years like Olivia and Carrie who had come back before and just see how their experience was and like what they thought about it. And I was also thinking that I have such a healthy body and I'm feeling good, and when you think about it, gymnastics is such a small part of your life, you know, it's like 22 years-ish, if that, and then you have so much longer after that, so why not take one more year and have that opportunity? Not a lot of people have that opportunity, so I was like, why not, let's just do it, and it's been great, and I'm super blessed and honored to be able to be back. I think that I'm kind of like a quiet, I like to do my gymnastics and hopefully lead by example with what I'm doing. I speak in the circle before we start, and it's whatever comes to me that day whenever I'm feeling it. It's just more like to trust yourself in your gymnastics because you've been here, you've done that for so long. So like when you go out there on the competition floor, it's no different. And I think I'm just a calm, relaxed leader.
On the beam, and its second best score of the night.
Yeah, they had some uncharacteristic mistakes in the middle of the lineup, but they really finished strong with Kara Aker and Jeffrey Scott. And 9925 here for Kara Aker, and beautiful routine to really get that momentum going back on the back half of the lineup.
Then on floor, Oklahoma at 49.625.
Again, another huge 49 score. They really built on the back of their lineup, ending with 3 995s, one being from Jordan Bowers.
Impressive scores there when you're dropping a 9.875. You're definitely doing something right there. And now Oklahoma will go to the beam, and Audrey Davis will get things started on the beam here for Oklahoma. And see the scores here. Oklahoma just that consistent scoring, able to continue to stretch its overall lead out.
Yeah, they really are, and they have gained some momentum here and kind of put a little buffer between the scores, but I think both teams are going to be happy. This has been a phenomenal SEC matchup tonight, and they're going to want to continue that on their last event.
Yeah, Georgia can't be careful at 71-48-3. They generally overall competed really well here tonight. There have been no big snafus that you can really point out and say, gotta clean that up. It's a lot of little things.
It really is, and what Coach Robert says is they want to hit 24 for 24. So far, they're on track with that. They've had some mistakes, but nothing major, and really they're on track to get one of the highest scores that they've had so far this season.
Absolutely. There's a familiar face.
Exactly. Georgia legend Suzanne Yocklin. It's always good to see her continuing to support the programs, and she's a huge support, especially for the newer faces and newer coaches. She's really been a support system for this program.
It's always good to see her around and checking out the program here as Georgia looking to end this regular season strong and get a good start here as you go ready for the postseason. And Audrey Davis will get things started here on beam for Oklahoma. 9-9 NQS score here this season. Some final words of encouragement there.
Former national champion on this event. And that says a lot when you have a national champion starting your beam lineup.
Yeah.
You heard her talking about coming back for a fifth year. And Coach Kindler said she really didn't question it. Her body was in a good place. And she said she's just a really kind person, and she wanted to be here for her team. There was no question of her coming back. Very solid handspring layout to start off this routine. Showing off her flexibility. I'd say one thing that stands out with Oklahoma on beam is their ability to keep their rhythm throughout their routine. The fact that they're just able to move smoothly throughout their skills and continue it into their dance really shows and makes it look effortless. Beautiful yang bow. You throw your head back like that and lose sight of the beam, that adds tons of difficulty. Dismount, run up double full, and a stuck landing to start that lineup. She fought for that one. Again, when you have your national champion starting off their lineup, that's good news. You can feel pretty confident she's going to hit her routine, and she sure did. That was a beautiful start for the Sooners.
Exactly what you were looking for there on that fourth rotation. Get things started. Here's Erin Williams, a 9.845 for Lauren QS here on the season.
Something that Coach Roberts has said that they've really tried to improve upon this year is their communication. And I asked kind of what is contributing to the team cohesion and how are they getting all these new faces. A beautiful first pass there for Erin Williams. How are they getting all these new faces to, you know, really be on board with the mission? And you can see that they've already improved their consistency drastically from last year to this year with tons of new people. And he said something that's done that is their consistency in their routine. He is a big fan of systems. He has a military background, and so he creates a lot of structure for their schedules, for their practices, for the way that they, you know, take their day-to-day. They do mindset training with a mindset coach on a weekly basis, and that has really improved their ability to stay consistent in the gym and out.
Ready for that second pass.
Double check for that third pass. Throws her head back. Great landing. And all smiles for Erin Williams for that first routine.
She had brought 4 straight 9.8.5s on the floor coming into tonight, and that one looked really good as well.
She's got lots of power, and she's had some moments where she's had some trouble controlling. She really covered that one up. She was a little off center, but she was able to smoothly recover from that, and then this last pass was very clean. She didn't look tired at all for that double tuck.
Here is Addison Feta, second on beam here for Oklahoma.
One of the things that Coach Kindler has said has contributed to the Sooners' cohesion as a team is really focusing on their communication and their relationship. So they really dug deep in the preseason to get to know each other, to be vulnerable with each other, and have these very open conversations that brought them closer as a team. They even lowered their roster size to make it a smaller team and have those athletes be a closer knit group.
This connection is so important. Feta's coming off a career high 9.925 on the beam.
She does not look like a freshman up there on the beam. She looks very confident, like she's done this a million times, which she probably has, just maybe not in college gymnastics. Preparing for the dismount and back handspring gainer layout full. Flawless. So far, so good. That was a beautiful routine. She's happy with that one, and a big hug from Coach Kindler.
Take a look here.
Got very clean lines. Really no form breaks at the routines. That handspring layout was just beautiful. And another stuck landing for the Sooners.
Nicole King will go second here on the floor. Cheer from Johns Creek.
It's good to see Nicole King in the lineup. She faced some injuries in her career. So to bounce back and see her on these vault and floor is great to see.
This is her third time on the floor here this season. And 9.75, her best mark here this year.
It's always fun to be in front of your home crowd for floor routines.
Yeah.
Music's louder, the crowds get into it. You
It's
can really
a
just
little
have fun with it. Exactly. Great 1.5 front layout. Something that the athletes practice too is engaging the crowd. You can see her eye contact throughout the routine. I would say that's going to beat her highest score so far this season.
Absolutely. She's really happy with that one, you can tell.
She had great difficulty in that front double full. Really finishing it off strong with this 1.5 front layout. She should be happy with that one.
She fades again to 9.925 here on beam for Oklahoma. And Lily Peterson now third up here for the Sooners.
Following 2 scores of a 9.9 or higher, she'd like to keep that momentum going. Solid handspring layout to start. Solid side summy. Preparing for her dismount. Another round up double full. A step back, but another clean routine for Oklahoma.
Take a look.
She really is solid, and as a freshman, again, to do beam as a freshman in an away crowd, that's no small task, and she handled that really well.
See Nicole King getting the 9.9. And that's a career high on floor for her. Chinga back skate now.
Starting off with a full in. Some E difficulty skill. Very clean landing. Talk about experience. Chinga has experience on the international level as well. An Olympian. Bring that experience into this team again is just crucial, especially when you've got some new faces joining, and so to be able to fall back on that, she's been on a big stage before and is able to handle pressure situations.
Native of Budapest, Hungary. Comes in here after matching her season best 9.875 last week.
Deep breath before her last pass. A 2.5 punch front. Great control on that. Looked like her feet were a little far behind her, but she was able to recover and have a very clean landing. Great routine for Chinga.
Real excited with that one.
Georgia's putting together a really solid meet. This is exactly what they wanted to do, to put 4 events together fully, and there's still room to improve for both of these teams. But I think both will be happy so far with how they've competed.
Jordan Bauer, 6th best in Division I on the beam.
has, but that definitely makes your beam routine challenging when the away crowd gets into the scores for the home team. Jordan doesn't seem to be phased. She's a pro.
Had her career best 9.975 last week against Michigan.
She's had a 10 on every event but beam, so I know she's really wanting to get that before she's done with college gymnastics.
Gymnastics did a 9.925 for Georgia on the floor.
The challenge for each team in the competition is to stay within themselves and stay within their bubble. And both teams have really been able to do that well tonight. And a stuck landing, that's going to be another huge score. I really didn't see much deduction. Coach Kindler's happy with that.
Big hug.
Flawless dismount. And a big smile from Jordan Bowers. She really does deserve a 10. I hope they give it to her so that she can get that gym slam of 10.0 on every event.
Addie Wall getting set to go here on floor, her favorite event. So, see what she brings to the table here for Georgia.
You can see she has a lot of fun on this event, but she also has some big skills starting off with this first pass. Full in. Perfect landing. They're allowed to lunge out of their skills as long as their first foot does not drag back. There's no deduction for lunging out.
She comes in here with two straight 9.875s.
So far, Georgia's got great momentum on these scores. They're building exactly how they want to for this lineup. And they've got some powerhouses on the back end. Along with Lily, Addie has stepped into this leadership role as well, which normally you don't see your sophomores as the leaders on the team, but Coach Roberts says they've really stepped into that leadership role. And beautiful last pass, very clean routine. I think that'll continue the 9.9s.
That may top her previous two scores. Minimal deductions there.
Showing why she loves this event. It's so fun to come out here and do those powerful skills and do them well, and she does them well every time.
And you saw there on the screen during the flow routine, Jordan Bowers get a 9.95.
I'd like to know what they took. It was a great routine.
I think Sigfeld will go to the beam now for Oklahoma.
She actually has gotten a 10 on this event before.
9.8 last week in the Michigan meet.
Starting off to the front aerial to a split jump. Back handspring layout step out. Solid. And some big cheers from her team in the background. As lonely as Beam can feel up there, you know your team's really competing that routine with you. Preparing for the dismount, their back handspring, gainer layout full, and another stick. they have not been phased.
Got Oklahoma fans off over to our left. They are pleased with the effort there, giving congratulations. There's Nyla Aquino.
Talking about personality, Nyla's got the biggest on the team, which you can see exhibited in this full routine. Starting off with a huge double tuck. She gets so high in the air and has great control. Coach Roberts says she is just wide open, so much fun, brings so much personality into the gym. When he told me that, I said, you know what, that's not surprising. Just based on her floor routine, she has so much fun with this. The crowd loves it as well.
High energy routine.
High energy person as well, I think. You can see she gets major height on everything she does, even her leaps.
You're looking back at the team there, getting them into it.
Preparing for her last pass. Double pike. She was so open in that double pike. Almost could have been a double layout. She landed so cleanly. Awesome routine. That could be another big score to build on these 9-9s for Georgia.
She is fired up. You see the high energy there. That one brought the home crowd to its feet.
We're calling for a 10. We have yet to see a 10 tonight, but maybe now's the time. She's just so impressive with the power that she gets, yet she's still able to control those landings. This is going to be a big score for Georgia.
Sigfeld with a 9.925 there on that previous beam for Oklahoma. And here's Faith Torres and a 9.95, and I think Georgia
We got 110.
got one.
A 9.975 for Nyla Aquino.
Unbelievable. That's a really good score for Georgia.
Definitely was. This is exactly the competitor you want on beam when the crowd gets loud like that. Nothing phases her. She's able to really keep that calm demeanor. And she's such a confident gymnast. One thing about the upperclassmen of Oklahoma is they just exude that confidence. And that really trickles down throughout the team, and I think that contributes to a lot of their success. Can't spring. Gainer layout bull. Another stick. And she is happy with that one.
Another good score here for Oklahoma.
They have really just been minimal deductions for Oklahoma tonight. It's going to be a big score for them.
Sigfeld got the 9.925 there for Oklahoma on that previous beat. There's Lily Smith, who brings a 9.915 in here on her NQS. This will be a big closer here for Georgia.
It will be really the exclamation point on the night. Georgia's already got a big all-around score, and so does Oklahoma. They're really close to a 198. That would be the first time in a long time that Georgia's gotten a 198 all-around score. So we'll see if Lily Smith can get them over that benchmark. Starting off with a double front, completely stuck, no deductions. Beautiful start. This has been a fabulous meet for both teams. They have really come out here and put their all on the floor. Looking to hit these last couple routines and really end the night hitting all their routines with a strong finish. Really gaining all that confidence heading into postseason. Very clean landing on that last pass, and her dance
last week for the career high. Could she match it here tonight?
The crowd is calling for a 10. That was definitely flawless. No deductions there. You couldn't ask for more for this Lasser team to really end the night strong.
Go to the beam.
One more exhibition for Oklahoma.
Kira Wells. Faith Torres gets the 9975.
And this is really the greatest atmosphere you want to have for an exhibition routine because the crowd is rowdy. You can hear them booing. I'm guessing that means they did not give Lily a 10. Looks like she got, well, I don't know what the score is. We'll see what it is when it comes in. But having this boisterous crowd to practice this routine in the exhibition is really the best experience that you can get. And Kira Wells is handling it great so far. Very solid routine. She put her acro series on the back end of her beam routine, which you don't see very often. Finishing it off here. They round off 1.5 dismount, just a tiny hop. But a great exhibition routine to end that lineup.
It's going to be a 995 on floor for Lily Smith and Georgia. And Georgia will fall just shy of crossing over 198.
Man, they were so close. What a huge score, though, honestly, for both teams. It's the highest score for Oklahoma so far this season, and definitely the highest score for Georgia as well. So both teams can walk away happy. This has been a fabulous meet in the SEC as Oklahoma prepares for its first SEC championship. This is a good intro into that. But they've got some tough competition to face next competition.
Sydney Fitzgerald will go, or excuse me, it is Sydney Fitzgerald on exhibition here for Georgia. We'll look at the camera there.
And Sydney's been in the floor lineup a couple times this year as well. This is just to keep her in competition shape. Great start with that Rudy back layout step out. Just having so much fun with this routine. Been a gym dog fan her whole life, so to come and compete for the gym dogs is such a dream, and she's really been such a contributor all 3 years here for Georgia so far. As well, so I think Georgia can walk away very happy with their performance tonight, as can Oklahoma.
Absolutely. So 198.475 will be the score here tonight for Oklahoma. Georgia will get a 197.975.
On that last rotation, there was not one score counted below a 9.9. That is incredible for both teams. What an end to the night.
For Oklahoma, it'll be its season high score. And we talked about it at the open of the broadcast. You want to get that high score here at the end of the season, especially on the road. That's going to be a big one.
It definitely is. And yet, again, both teams got their highest score of the season, but they still had mistakes that they can fix. So that's got to definitely help their confidence heading into the postseason.
Both teams starting to really compete at a high level at the right time of the year. So we'll look at how we got to those final scores. We'll start on vault here tonight for Oklahoma.
Some big gymnastics tonight with some very clean landings from Oklahoma, which is what we expected. But then we also had some for Georgia as well, which is exactly what they were looking for. That huge vault from Nyla Aquino.
And Lily on bars here.
winning bars tonight with that beautiful routine.
See Torres here on beam for Oklahoma.
Yeah, and Oklahoma, again, they're known for their consistency. They have been known for their consistency, and they just showed that again tonight.
9-9-7-5.
And Georgia really capping off the night with this floor rotation. It was so much fun, exactly how they wanted to end the night, and they honored their senior tonight with this huge score.
Georgia counting all 9 nines on that floor routine and finishing the meet strong here with a season-high score. And so to your point, got to be certainly pleased there as you get a tie, Bowers and Torres on the all-around here tonight. Overall, you're pleased if you're both teams. Obviously, little things to work on. You left some on the table, which is certainly a good thing here, but you get your season high at the same time. That's the best of both worlds.
Exactly. So they continue to improve, and that's exactly where they want to be heading into these huge competitions. They say that the SEC championship is almost like a second national championship, and so they've got a big meet ahead of them, and to end the regular season with their highest scores, it's exactly where they want to be.
Well, a good meet here tonight in the finale of the regular season as both teams get their season high score here on Friday Night Heights, and it was a good one in Athens, recognizing the seniors and get things lined up in time for the postseason. Oklahoma and Georgia, appreciate you making us a part of your Friday night here on the SEC Network. For our entire SEC Network crew and Ken Hires, Caleb Brady, so long from Athens, where Oklahoma a winner here tonight, 198-475.